May 7th, 2018. Just thought I would get a shot of these raspberries. I think it's been about 5 days since I hit them with some Sea Shield and Rejuvenate. And they're just blowing up, throwing leaves on like crazy. Very healthy, very happy. I may take some cuts of these, but even if I don't, they're self-propagating all over the place, which is awesome because I plan on putting a whole bunch of these out in a whole bunch of different spots this year and getting some new plots established. I'm going to use them on the south side of tree lines, basically, so we get good raspberry production and we kind of prevent rose bushes and that kind of stuff from growing into the hedge lines by filling it with raspberries instead. I thought you'd also appreciate a shot of this wild apple tree over here. This does produce apples every year, but I haven't put it under any nutrition program because if you can see it, it's actually downhill from here and you don't even get anywhere near apples till you're about 40 feet off the ground. And I just don't have anything for picking apples 40 feet off the ground. But either way, it's a beautiful old tree and it's in full flower. I thought you might appreciate that. And then let's see, we'll go have a look at the garlic quick. Alright, well, here's the garlic. It's really blowing up with the warm weather and the nutrient shot. And I'm sure you can see the definitive difference between my garlic seed and other. It's almost twice as tall and almost twice as many leaves on and at least twice as dark in color. So rocking along. Just thought I would give a quick shot of it because it's growing so fast. Don't want you to miss it. And let's see, I did a scratch till here. I put down some calcium sulfate and some chicken manure in preparation. I'm going to do potatoes in here, I think, this year. I might do some other stuff like leeks and that sort of thing. But I want to this is a heavy clay soil we have here, and I had not amended this with any calcium sulfate yet, and that really flocculates a clay soil nicely, breaks it up, and helps get the biological processes going a little quicker. That sulfur provides a little acid to help crack those clay colloids, and that's really handy. So gave this a shot of that. Probably will plant this later in the week. I have some help coming on Friday, and I think we're going to get potatoes in because they're sprouting like crazy in the buckets inside. And soil temps are up around 60 degrees now, so we should be good. It's May 7th, so we're 2 weeks from our official last frost date, so I think we'll be alright. Potatoes probably won't be up for about that long anyway. So that's the update on that. I just wanted to show the rhubarb that I put in last year real quick. A lot of them did not survive because I didn't irrigate enough when I put them in, and I did take some of those cuts down pretty small. But the ones that did survive are doing really well. They're really healthy. You can tell by their stout, short nature and their broad leaves here that they had a good shot of accelerate last season. And not just that, but also the fact that they're starting to go into flower. Ordinarily, you would harvest off your rhubarb stalks. For those of you that don't know, with rhubarb, the leaves are very poisonous. You don't eat the leaves, but the stalks are not. And they're usually cooked in some form or fashion. Strawberry rhubarb pie is certainly a favorite of mine and many other people's. But anyway, so these are going into flower. Usually you would take the flower off and let all that energy go into the plant, into the root system. But in this case, because I had such good success this year on the rhubarb seeds that I started, and I want to see how they do, but in the meantime we'll let these go to flower, we'll capture the seeds, and then we'll have a set of seeds that was run at least 1 year of high nutrition, which will mean a huge epigenetic influence on the resultant seed set. So I might start a bunch of those next year. This is a crop I really want to get down because it's one of the first ones up in the springtime. It goes for good money, and the restaurants and buyers are always interested in it. So we'll go ahead and probably we'll do a whole patch in here this year from the oregano. This is oregano in here that needs a little weed work. From here down, probably we'll go to the end of this mulched area here. Since I've worked this soil and nutrition already, and it's been heavily mulched pretty well already, there's just this upper section to fill, and then I'll have a nice established rhubarb bed. So that's probably what I will do here. And let's see, I mowed off over there. That whole area is 50 by 60 where I mowed off there. That's going to be a new area for cabbage, carrots, and some of the smaller crops that are more sensitive to woodchucks and rabbits and that sort of stuff. That's going to be fenced in addition to the electric fence that goes around the whole block here. That'll be fenced in with some fencing that was given to me by my friend Steve. Thanks again for that, Steve. Much appreciated. I guess while I'm standing here, since I just happened to notice it, I should point out this little garlic. I apparently missed a couple of garlic last year in my harvest, and here they are, growing up out of the bed, all by themselves, wintered over and all. So I guess I'll have to transplant those up into the other garlic bed. Alright, I think that's everything for today. Just wanted to do a quick update for those that are interested. Thanks for watching the Pharmacist Seeds Network.